I remember quite clearly. I came back quite refreshed and knowing that we were on the downhill run towards summer holidays and that we were entering some pretty exciting times with nice weather. Well, welcome back, and I hope you come back refreshed and you had time with family and friends for a nice break. I think the main thing that I took away from that is that the process is as fair as it can possibly get and involved high levels of community consultation. We looked at a number of criteria in regards to Keephills School. The main one being that the low student count that we've been experiencing for a number of years, and our projections show that it's not going to get any better. We do have industrial creep in the area, and we do know that that highly affects the school population. We may be looking at only 2 classes next year. A possibility, if it stayed open, that would be multi-grade classrooms. And the question there is, can we give 21st century education to groupings of that size when we have other options? There was a decision by the board at the time to try and keep this school feasible and keep it working. One of the aspects that we had to consider now is under the new proposed budget that was just presented, we were not allowed to, probably not allowed to, pull from operating reserves for that specific purpose. We need ministerial approval, and the guidelines they've given do not include that option. We came to the conclusion that none were viable or cost effective and didn't serve the needs of our students. And we do know that student success and well-being is a focus. Well, the first reaction for the provincial budget was actually, to put it quite bluntly, we were horrified, because in my 5 years as a school trustee, I've never seen anything so detrimental to the educational delivery in Alberta, especially in areas of high growth. We did receive $866,000 more in provincial funding, but that came along with the fact that we had to honor existing contracts with our certificated staff for a well-deserved, and I want to stress that, a well-deserved 2% increase in salaries starting next fall, plus a 1% straight payout. When you do the math on it, their $866,000 plus ends up to be about a $2 million negative. We are required to look at the 2014 September 30th enrollment, and I want to stress that, it's not 2015. Last year's 2014 September 30th enrollment, no students past that point, no new students will be funded. We're anticipating a growth in Parkland School Division, about 400 students that will be unfunded. And it is a huge impact. We're talking millions of dollars. We're going to have some drastic cost-cutting measures that we have to look at, and some of them are just going to have direct bearing on classroom instructions, looking at things like class sizes, supports. I mean, even special ed funding was frozen, and to us that is a real concern. So I think parents just need to be aware of how this is working, and maybe have to start lobbying and saying maybe education's a bit more important than the government has shown.
Parkland School Division, where the world opens up.